We got your attention. Let the games begin. Game cartridges assembling. Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets. Uh-oh. What am I doing in this place? I could have been a mechanic. First game up, Radio Scramble.
Radio KBOX.
Hey, all you happening slackers and slackettes. This is your most outstanding radio scrambling DJ, Jumpin' Johnny Jumble, or as we say here,
Jumpin' Johnny Jerubum.
that's because here at Scramblin' Radio, we mix 'em and you fix 'em. In other words, my name is really
Jumpin' Johnny Jumbo.
and that's how it works. Solid sounds and tangled words that have you unscrambling the letters that we'll be throwing out at you. Let's start it off with a golden oldie that is pretty moldy. The Five Discords singing their classic, Harvey Worst.
Harvey Worst, a small red and fleshy fruit.
Harvey Worst, ooh.
Gee, I think you're really cute.
Harvey Worst, ooh.
You're my juicy
He
dream.
tastes so good with cream. Yummy.
Harvey Worst, you're such a tasty dish.
Harvey Worst, ooh.
Yes, you really are delish.
Harvey Worst, ooh.
You're my Harvey Worst, yeah.
Man, those Discords are crazy, baby. Could you unscramble it? That was their one-hit wonder, Strawberry. Oh, baby. And now it's time for another
Commercial spot.
As you know, you cats and cadettes, when Johnny needs a getaway from the fast track, I always like to take a break with Snoop 8.
Snoop 8 really hits the spot. Once you start, you just can't stop. Give me Snoop 8.
Yes, Snoop 8, crunchy and munchy and great for a snack or lunchy. So next time you have a craving for something fast and delicious, try Snoop 8. But be sure to ask for them by their unscrambled name, Peanuts.
Give me peanuts.
And now it's time for
April showers weather.
Thanks, Johnny. Well, today's forecast calls for beautiful skies, except if you don't like rhino cars, then you might want to get out of town. Rhino cars can reach 600 miles an hour, so it probably won't hurt to nail down your farm animals. While rhino cars don't have as many movies made about them as twisters, they do make for better TV. So hunker down and hold on, because it's definitely the season for hurricanes. This is April Showers wishing you all sunny skies and pizza pies.
Thanks, April. And it looks like it's about time to pull this radio wagon out of Dodge. Until next time, this is...
Jumpin' Johnny Meatballs.
That's Jumbo.
Next game coming up. Greetings. Game cartridge loading. Check. Next game up. Distraction news.
And now, Distraction News with your anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Good evening. I'm Dora Smarmy, and welcome to Distraction News, where we give you the news, and at the end of our newscast, I'll ask you 5 questions about what I've reported. So pay close attention and make sure you're not distracted. Now for our top story today, mummies. The ancient Egyptian pharaohs believed that death was the beginning of a great journey. They preserved their dead through the process of mummification, and then buried them in tombs or pyramids with food, clothing, jewels, servants, and even pets. The mummification process was highly effective and has preserved some bodies for nearly 5,000 years. After death, the ancient morticians would remove the brain and many vital organs. For mummification to occur, all water must be removed from the body. This is so bacteria cannot break down the body's tissue. To thoroughly dry it out, they would pack the abdominal cavity with drying compounds and immerse the body in saltpeter for about 40 days. After that, the body was washed, repacked with spices and the drying compounds, and wrapped in bandages soaked in resin. Quite a process, just as Tutankhamun, one of the most famous mummies ever. Hey, by the way, shouldn't we call male mummies daddies? Now let's see how well you were able to remember the facts, and be sure to count how many you get right. Mummies are really scary monsters, a slang term for mother, or preserved human bodies. The answer is preserved human bodies. What is the longest some mummies have been preserved? Over 10,000 years, nearly 5,000 years, or several decades? The answer is nearly 5,000 years. What do the ancient morticians remove from the dead pharaohs? Unwanted facial hair, vital organs, or cowboy boots? The answer is vital organs. The body is immersed for 40 days in what? A bubble bath, powdered sugar, or saltpeter? The answer is saltpeter. And finally, what is the last thing they do to the mummy? Throw it a goodbye party, plastic surgery, or wrap it in bandages? The answer is wrap it in bandages. So, how did you do? Do you think you can make your own mummy? Ew. Oh well, that's all the time we have for today, but remember, don't ever let anything distract you from watching Distraction News. So long.
This has been Distraction News with your favorite cardboard cutout anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Hey there! Next game coming up! Game cartridge loading. Check. Ugh, revolting slob!
You know, we can learn a thing or two, even from the most peculiar people. Observe. Hello, revolting slob. My, the revolting slob is wearing pajamas in the middle of the day. Shouldn't you be getting dressed?
Must sleep.
Well, if you aren't too tired, I'd like to teach the viewers a few new words. Goodness. Apparently, the revolting slob wants to sleep all day. So, viewers, is he A, fatigued, B, fanatical, or C, fastidious? The correct answer is A, fatigued, which means very, very tired. Okay, time to wake up, revolting slob.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout.
Oh, I believe the revolting slob is talking in his sleep. Let's listen in, shall we?
Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
Listen to that accent. Is the revolting slob sounding A. Arrogant, B. Articulate, or C. Asymmetrical?
Up came the sun and dried.
The correct answer is B.
spider
Articulate, which means to speak
out.
clearly.
We had what? Oh, what happened? What?
Excuse me, revolting slob, but when did you start being so articulate?
I don't know.
What are you talking about? Don't you remember what you were just saying?
No.
So, apparently the revolting slob doesn't know that he was talking in his sleep.
No.
That's because he has no A. Resurrection, B. Reconstruction, or C. Recollection. The correct answer is C. Recollection, which means to remember something, unlike Mr. Forgetful here.
Must sleep.
Shall we review? When the revolting slob is very tired, he is fatigued.
The itsy bitsy.
Speaking clearly is called being articulate.
What happened?
And having zero knowledge about what just happened is showing no recollection. And coming from the revolting slob, not a shocker. Oh, yes. By the way, reconstruction means to put something back together. For example, like the revolting slob in a few moments.
Oh, my.
No slobs were harmed in the filming of this show.
Come on, you buckets of balls! What are you gonna give to me? Ooh, look at that! Wow! Hey, you want one? Here, take this. Bye. Skip pad, skip pad.
Hey, cats. It's your friend Sketch here to lay something heavy on you. Just 'cause you got eyes doesn't mean you always see. You got to get the whole picture before you really know what's going down. Don't believe me? Well, I'm gonna show you some pages from my sketch pad, but not every page. See if you can tell what's happening before I show you the missing pages. You dig? Now picture this. A football team goes out to a Chinese restaurant for some victory chow. They sit down to eat this righteous meal. The only problem is, the restaurant's fresh out of regular chopsticks. They've only got these far-out chopsticks that are 4 feet long. Now, these are some real heavy dudes, and I do mean heavy. But those chopsticks were still too long. They couldn't get any food into their mouths. But when they left the restaurant, all those hungry football players had eaten as much as they wanted. Crazy, man. Totally wild. Can you dig what I'm saying? Do you know what really went down, or do I have to lay the missing pages of my sketch pad on you? Remember, you can look, but you don't always see. Check it out. Now, you might think they broke those chopsticks in half, but that ain't it. Or you may be thinking the coach went out and bought some forks, but that ain't it. Or you may think those football players forgot their manners and ate with their hands and faces, but that ain't it either. So you gotta ask the question, how can you eat when you can't feed yourself? Are you seeing it? Those football players did what they do best. Teamwork. I'm talking cooperation. They fed each other with those extra long chopsticks. Groovy, baby. Togetherness sure is a beautiful thing. So like I've been telling you, when you really use your eyes, you're gonna draw the right conclusion.
and mysterious recesses of parts unknown, there resides the strange and riddle-wise creature known only as the Riddle Snake. His music is enchanting, and his riddles are perplexing. So look close and think even closer, closer, closer. The riddle is, what has 18 feet and catches flies? What has 18 feet and catches flies? What has 18 feet and catches flies? And the answer is a baseball team. Very clever. So then, what has 3 feet that catches flies? Give up? A yardstick with a glove? Maybe it's best if I go quickly.
Haunted house party.
Good evening and welcome to the haunted house party, where the dead and the no longer breathing come to meet and greet. Tonight you must speculate who our mystery guest is. Oh look, our guest of honor has just arrived. Attempt to identify him or her, or there will be grave repercussions.
Good evening, my dead countrymen. Ah, an asp!
Not to worry, milady. It's only the Master Snakeskin belt.
I trust he's remembered his suspenders.
Rather.
You see, I've got a bit of a problem with fatal snake bites.
Understandable. May I get something for you?
Would you have milk?
Of course. I'll get you a glass.
A glass? Oh, I'll need about 40 gallons.
40 gallons? Why, you could take a bath in that.
And so I will. It's my moisturizing secret that protects me from the dry desert air.
And what desert would that be?
Oh, you know, the one with the sand. You could find me right past the Sphinx, third pyramid on the left.
But won't the milk wash that striking makeup off your beautiful eyes?
Oh, please. They're not so great.
Wrong, my dear. They're hypnotic, as you are. I think you're just in denial.
Not in denial. From the Nile. In fact, I was known as Queen of the Nile where I ruled.
Then you must be...
Correct. I am...
Wait a second! Let our friends at home be the first to guess who you are! Here are the clues. She had a fatal run-in with a snake. She bathed in milk, wore heavy eye makeup, and was known as a beauty. And she ruled the land of the pyramids and the Sphinx. Our ravishing mystery guest is best known to all as...
Cleopatra, Queen of Denial. I mean, the Nile.
And I am the horrid one, King of the Vile! Tune in again next time when you're all invited to the haunted house party. Ooh.
Game cartridge loading. Check.
and welcome to another episode of Here We Are! As we follow the adventures of two lost ears trying to find their place in the world. So, here we go!
Halt! What are you doing?
On guard!
Huh? What's going on?
I'm practicing.
For what?
To be a musketeer. Get it? Musketeer?
Can we play, please?
Sure.
Here's the first clue.
It's Grandpa lifting Grandma out of a bus.
Now.
A very heavy ballerina?
Now. Listen again.
Well, it's a man lifting something heavy anyway.
Right. So, where are we? Here's your next clue.
Let me hear it again. It's a kangaroo stuck in an elevator.
Now.
Oh, it's a punching bag.
Correct. Okay, here's the last sound.
Got it. It's a big woman putting on a small leotard.
Correct.
Let me hear it again.
Why?
No reason. It's just funny.
Okay. Happy now?
Yes.
So, put all these sounds together.
A man lifting something heavy, a punching bag, and a woman getting into a leotard.
So, where are we?
We're on Baywatch!
No! 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 We're in a gymnasium!
I got one for you.
And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
It's an exercise class.
No, it's a weightlifter learning how to count.
1, 2 and 1 and 2. 1. No.
That concludes
One,
today's
and
episode of Here We Are! And we are out of here!
That was cool. Let's play another. Next game on the way. Dirty
she had a fatal run-in with a snake. She bathed in milk, wore heavy eye makeup, and was known as a beauty. And she ruled the land of the pyramids and the Sphinx.
Cleopatra, Queen of Denial. I mean, the Nile.
How can you eat when you can't feed yourself? Are you seeing it? Those football players did what they do best. Teamwork. I'm talking cooperation. They fed each other with those extra long chopsticks. Groovy, baby.
The ancient Egyptian pharaohs believed that death was the beginning of a great journey. They preserved their dead through the process of mummification and then buried them in tombs or pyramids with food, clothing, jewels, servants, and even pets.
Well, that's it for now. See you next time.